If you think investing is just luck, this video might save you years of regret. Let me ask you a serious question. Why do some people invest for 20 years and still end up broke, while others, with average salaries, quietly build wealth? Most people will say, they were lucky, they knew the right people, they gambled and won. That belief right there is why most people lose money. Because investing is not gambling, and if you treat it like gambling, the market will punish you. Today, I'm going to break down the real difference between investing and gambling, not textbook definitions, but the psychological difference that decides who builds wealth and who keeps starting over. By the end of this video, you'll never look at money the same way again. Let's be honest, from the outside, investing looks like gambling. You put money in, you wait. Sometimes it goes up, sometimes it crashes. So people say, it's just a risk, but here's the uncomfortable truth. People don't lose money because investing is gambling. They lose money because they gamble while calling it investing. Think about it, buying a stock because someone on Twitter hyped it, or a friend said this one will explode, or you're scared of missing out. That's not investing, that's emotional betting. The market doesn't reward excitement. It rewards discipline, patience, and clarity, and most people have none of those. Let me tell you about my friend, Alex. A few years ago, a so-called meme stock was all over the news. Every social media platform was buzzing. People were posting screenshots of their accounts doubling overnight. Alex saw this and felt that familiar pang of fear, the fear of missing out. He didn't know anything about the company. He hadn't read a single financial report. He just saw a rocket emoji and a promise of to the moon, so he took a significant chunk of his savings and bought in at the peak of the hype. For 2 days, he felt like a genius. The price crept up, and he was already planning what he'd do with the profits. But then, the music stopped, the stock began to slide, then it plummeted. Alex held on, telling himself it would bounce back. He was no longer investing, he was praying. In the end, he sold for a massive loss, not just in money, but in confidence. Alex didn't lose because the market is a casino. He lost because he walked into the market and acted like he was at a roulette table, betting it all on one spin based on the crowd's roar. Now, imagine 2 rooms. Room 1, the casino. It's designed to overwhelm your senses. Bright, flashing lights, loud, chaotic sounds. People screaming when they win, but strangely silent when they lose. The house always has an edge, a mathematical advantage that guarantees profit over time. The longer you play, the more likely you are to lose. Now, let's go to room 2, the market. It's quiet, almost boring. There's no music, no flashing lights, no free drinks. It looks like an office or a library. And here's the incredible twist. In the market, time is on your side. When you invest, you're not betting on a random number, you're buying a piece of a real business. A business with employees, products, and a goal to grow. And over the long term, the global economy has a powerful upward bias. Patience actually increases your odds of success. In the casino, time destroys you, emotion controls you. The house profits from your impatience. In the market, time is your greatest ally, your discipline is your profit engine. It's the same word risk, but it's a very, very different game. So, here it is, the core difference in one line. Write this down. Gambling relies on luck, investing relies on probability plus time. A gambler asks, what will happen next? They're obsessed with the next minute, the next hour, the next price tick. An investor asks, what is most likely to happen over time? They're focused on the next 5 years, the next decade. Gamblers want excitement now, they crave the adrenaline rush of a big win. Investors accept boredom now for freedom later. They understand that true wealth building is a slow, methodical process. Gamblers react to every headline, every price swing. Investors plan for various scenarios and stick to their strategy. This is where most people fail. They want investor results, but they bring gambler behavior. They want a mansion built on a foundation of lottery tickets. It just doesn't work. Let's talk about emotions, because money doesn't destroy people, uncontrolled emotions do. Here's what gambling feels like when you're investing. It's the pit in your stomach when the market drops, a feeling of pure fear that makes you want to sell everything. It's the surge of greedy euphoria when a stock you own goes up, making you want to pour more money in, chasing the high. It's panic selling at the bottom and revenge buying after you've missed a rally. Sound familiar? That's not a strategy, that's just stress. Consider Sarah, a new trader who thought she was an investor. She'd wake up and immediately check her portfolio. If it was up, she felt brilliant and invincible. If it was down, her whole day was ruined. She once bought a tech stock that shot up 20% in a week. Feeling like a financial guru, she sold her other, more stable holdings and put everything into that one stock. The next week, a negative earnings report came out, and the stock crashed 40%. Panicked, she sold at a huge loss. A few months later, it had recovered and even surpassed its old high. Sarah had been whipsawed by her own emotions, buying high on greed and selling low on fear. Real investing feels boring. It's the same plan, same rules, same process. Month after month, no adrenaline, no drama. If your investment is keeping you awake at night, it's not an investment, it's a bet you can't afford to lose. So how do real investors avoid this emotional roller coaster? They don't guess, they use systems. A system is just a set of pre-made rules that guide your decisions, taking your emotions out of the equation. They expect some losses, they expect some bad years. They even expect some boring years. They aren't chasing perfection, they're chasing consistency. For example, a simple system might be: invest a fixed amount of money every single month into a low-cost, diversified index fund that tracks the entire stock market. That's it. You're not trying to pick the next big thing. You're not trying to time the market. You simply buy a small piece of hundreds of great companies, and you do it consistently, whether the market is up or down. Your rules are: 1. Invest the same amount. 2. Do it on the same day each month. 3. Never sell based on fear or news headlines. This approach, called dollar cost averaging, is a classic investor system. It's boring, it's automatic, and it works over the long term. Gamblers need to be right today. Investors only need to be right over time. And over time, a good system will always crush raw emotion. And this is why social media makes everything worse. Social media has turned investing into a form of entertainment. It's all about screenshots of huge gains, flexing profits, and stories of overnight millionaires. But here's the secret: no one shows their losses. No one posts a screenshot of their account after it's been cut in half. So, people scroll through their feeds and think, everyone is winning except me. This creates immense psychological pressure. It creates gamblers. Imagine you're part of an online investment group. Someone posts about a small biotech stock they claim is about to get FDA approval. Suddenly, dozens of people are jumping in, sharing rocket emojis, talking about their future riches. You feel the pressure. You don't want to be the only one who misses out. So, you break your own rules and buy in. The approval doesn't happen. The stock tanks, the group goes silent. The posters who hyped it are gone, and you're left holding the bag. When you lose, you don't blame your impulsive behavior. You blame investing itself, calling it a scam. But the truth is harsh. The market didn't fail you. You failed the market's rules by letting social pressure dictate your financial decisions. So, how do you know if you're truly investing or just gambling? Ask yourself these questions and be brutally honest. First, do I have a clear, written plan for why I am buying this asset? Second, do I know why I own it, and would my reason still be valid if the price dropped 30% tomorrow? Third, would I still be comfortable holding this if I couldn't check the price for a whole year? And fourth, am I investing for long-term growth and ownership, or am I secretly hoping for a quick hit of excitement? If your answers make you uncomfortable, that's good. That discomfort is the feeling of growth knocking on your door. It's the first step toward becoming a real investor. Let me leave you with this one final thought. Investing isn't about predicting the future. It's about positioning yourself so that time works for you, not against you. Luck fades, hot streaks end, but discipline compounds. Gamblers are always chasing fleeting moments of excitement. Investors are building decades of freedom. So the next time you hear someone say, investing is just gambling, you can smile. Because now you know the difference, and that knowledge is the most underrated and powerful asset of all. Thanks for watching, and if this helped you, consider subscribing for more.